Pleasure Island. And then he starts whispering what happens to the boys. And watch it. Ooh.
Now, coachman, what's your proposition? How would you blokes like to make some real money? Well, and who do we have to, No, nothing like that. You see? I'm collecting stupid little boys. Stupid little boys? You know, the disobedient ones what Blayo give from school. And I takes them to Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island? But the law. Suppose they... No. There's no risk. They never come back as boys.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that's crazy, y'all. Yo, this is for viewers' purposes only. I don't know if this is real, but this is sad, man. We gotta protect our children. Watch this. Sad. Look at that. That's a coffin for a child, man. These people are crazy, y'all. He got up out of there. There they go. Wow. Whoa, y'all. Y'all think that's real? Yo, leave a comment. This is crazy. What is he saying? Told you this is good, y'all. Let's go.
What is that?
Just keep watching up behind me on that ledge. Oh, sorry about that. He was doing. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's.
I don't see it.
There. Ah, well, at least we've got a shot of one.
Okay, what is this? Wow, you see that? Wow, that's crazy.
This video got 27 million views, and it shows what many people believe are duendes, a mythological creature that exists in South America that are said to be only a foot tall and go in hiding in little caves. However, the last clip just showed a tribe in South America, one of those that don't ever meet other humans ever. They were just some small children, they weren't actual duendes. Now this is what they supposedly look like, however this clip just has an actor. But here's a clip that's rumored to be real.
Whoa.
These kids are in terror. No one can tell me that any kids are that good of actors. And then there's this one that's kind of spooky.
Oh.
The mom has, you listen to that? The mom has some kind of triggered meme sound effect coming out of her mouth. Very strange. There are so many stories of people talking about small creatures stealing their money and food and living near their homes over in Mexico and South America. And it got me to thinking, like, why are there so many stories of these? And why are there so many weird creatures in these history books, just like the Blemmie here, that have been drawn in medieval times? Like, where are they going? Did they go hide somewhere? Or why are there so many instances of this going on? And all this has got me thinking, perhaps these creatures were sick of humans killing them, so they sailed away to other lost continents.
We already knew that these little motherfuckers were real. But from our understanding, anybody that exposes extraterrestrials magically vanish. What makes this a bit confusing is that the US Congress just admitted on live TV that aliens were real and that they recovered non-human bodies at UFO crashings. 2023 has more UFO sightings than any other year. And these some bitches also been hiding their spaceships inside of clouds. They got this shit dead in our face. Just go watch the movie Nope. Besides that lady on that plane was not bullshitting. There was a witness on a plane that accused that same motherfucker of blinking like a reptile. There's really no telling what's living among us. Now my grandmother is a down-to-earth Christian lady, and I asked her, do she think aliens are real? And it was like she stared into my soul before she told me yes, they are real, grandbaby. I seen one looking at me through my bathroom window, and the closest thing to her was a microwave. So she picked that motherfucker up and threw it at his ass, but he was gone. But check this shit out though. In Siberia, 1982, several Russian scuba divers were on an underwater search. That's when they realized that they were being watched by 5 alien-like creatures. It looked like they had on super swimsuits with no oxygen tanks. They were also like 9 feet tall, with a motherfucking bubble-like helmet on their head. That shit was invisible. So one of these scuba divers tried shooting a net on one of these aliens to capture it. But that's when he fucked up. He missed, and they hit his ass with a supersonic blast. It was some real Dragon Ball shit. The blast was strong enough to kill 3 and left the other 4 divers in critical condition. And there's a new massive ocean that was found 400 miles below the Earth's crust.
So what y'all think? Y'all think that's real or fake? Leave a comment. Hit like and subscribe while you at it too. Let's go.
Bro, this is crazy.
Wow.
That's the way to get in there.
Underwater cities.
Alright, bro, we about to talk about it. We about to talk about it, bro. I want to get to one part. Look at that. Look at that. Let's talk about it. First of all, my name is French Dose, man. I do this for educational and entertaining purposes only. And this is
shout out to him
right here, to where you know that aliens are in the ocean. There's portals in the ocean. There's lost lands, right, and cities that are in the ocean because the portals that are down there deep in the ocean, bro. Let's take another look. Look at that, bro. How did that get there? How did that get there, man?
Yeah, in the middle of the ocean. Somebody had to be able to breathe under there to build that. Yo, this alien thing is getting out of hand, y'all.
Let's take another look. Bro, that looks like a hallway somewhere.
Wow.
The aliens that can breathe underwater, right? Or wherever they come from and however this works. They was living out here. They was living out here. Pay attention, man. Leave it in the comments, hit the like button. Make sure y'all follow me.
That's
here
right.
more, man.
Leave it in the comments, hit the like button.
Be mad at the truth. Salute.
Exactly.
One of the strangest places on the ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. And Mike Degree is one of a handful of people to ever see it in person.
Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I have ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf.
Yo, this is an old video, y'all. But I put this up because it connects with the other ones, y'all. Just keep watching.
Mexico. I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut that was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of steam over it. And then I looked, and there was water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out.
A lake inside the ocean, y'all. Pay attention, pay attention.
Over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
It's crazy.
They're not from outer space. They are not from another planet. They are not from another galaxy. They are from here, planet Earth. They have been here for millions of years. They live in the oceans. They have thousands of bases beneath all the seas throughout planet Earth. Their technology is millions of years more advanced than human technology. They are the first intelligent life to live on planet Earth. This is their planet, not our planet. It was never our planet. Many governments in the world know about this and keep it secret from the public. Since the 1930s, the United States military has retrieved multiple extraterrestrial spacecrafts. They would also retrieve biological alien bodies.
What y'all think, y'all? Y'all think we the aliens or what? This is getting crazy, man. Come on, stay with me. Let's go.
Yeah, the only hardcore thing is that there is an extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that thick. Period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion?
Exactly.
I want to go back to the religion thing. I want you to say it.
It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
Listen to him.
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers.
Containers of?
Containers.
Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers, and that's how we're mentioned in the documents. That religion was specifically created so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers.
Containers, y'all. That's what they call us. Let's go. Oh, y'all seen that? A leg, y'all. Whoa. Come on, peoples. I know y'all see that. Pay attention. This is crazy. Yeah, this is getting good, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe, boy. This is getting good. Wow, look at that.
Demon magic.
Wow, that's crazy, y'all.
the conspiracy theory is that they lit those houses on fire on purpose with direct energy weapons, and if you had a blue house, with a blue ceiling, that the blue ceiling would somehow reflect against this energy weapon and stop your house from burning.
No way.
Oh yeah. Not only that, but they used, because Biden did some speech, and in his old kind of senile way, he was talking about how some houses survived because they had the right roof. And everybody's like, see? It's the blue roof.
That's all it takes.
So conspiracy theorists literally painting their roofs blue to protect them from direct energy weapons.
Yo, when they said them LA fires, the houses that had blue roofs didn't burn. Something about that color blue, y'all. Come on, let's keep going. We're going to get into it.
Here we go.
LED lights. We're seeing purple lights pop up all over the country in America right now. What's fascinating about these purple lights that they're calling a defect, and it's not a conspiracy or aliens or the government doing this, the news station is actually saying this.
Some thought it was some sort of discreet sign for law enforcement, the government, or aliens. No conspiracy theory behind the light.
No conspiracy, exactly. No conspiracy.
The word conspiracy theory was coined by the CIA to make anybody who talks about the JFK assassination and an alternative outlook on it look like a nutcase that needs tinfoil on their head. But these purple lights showing up all over the place. The interesting thing about purple lights in blue, violet, is that it can hold the most data for mind control. There's scientific experiments with LED lights, as we see the LED lights being rolled out all over the world, not only for the Internet of Things, but these LED lights.
Yo, I haven't seen any of these lights yet. If y'all been seeing them, leave a comment. Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
There's scientific experiments proving that they can place false memories into people's brains and also control nanoparticles in the behavior of mammals and bacteria. They switched from this incandescent light bulb, which is nice on our eyes because it somewhat mimics the sun. Harvard researchers are saying there's a dark side to this blue light. This is why they make blue light glasses. But the reason it can store so much data for this mind control with purple and blue and violet that we see these lights popping up everywhere, this is why we have Blu-ray discs and Bluetooth, because blue can hold the data. So I'm going to show you how these lights can be used to put thoughts into your brain, sending information through the lights and manipulating our behavior. We used to be mind controlled in a more positive light through the campfire. We would stare at the campfire and we would tell stories, and this would go into our subconscious mind. But we would stare at the light, and this switched to us being in front of a television with the flicker rate flickering, putting us in a hypnosis stance. They choose the flicker rate on purpose because they could choose any flicker rate, but the flicker rate that they choose puts you in a deep hypnotic state, which makes you suggestible for programming. Mind control turned into behavioral mind control after the Pavlov dog experiments. So all the social media apps and the phones that we use, there's even programs coming out on neurogovernance, how it is mind controlling us, and there's people protesting it. Very smart people, not like myself, but like professors and doctors and stuff. Hacking our behavior via these apps, this is why they have gambling experts create these social media apps that we all use today. Over a third of the population is on these social media apps. So most of the world is using these and is in danger of having their thoughts taken over. But we're going to look into how these lights can control us, and maybe they already are. The movie A Clockwork Orange exposed the MK Ultra mind control techniques and had a famous quote, a bit of the old Ultra. This movie showed how MK Ultra could use strobe lighting effects to put people under mind control. The visible spectrum of light goes from the lowest hertz of red to the highest hertz of violet. Cops have red and blue lights because the red you could see during the day and the blue you could see better at night, proving that the blue is more powerful. Like I said, Blu-ray disc, Bluetooth, and then the upcoming alien invasion, the fake alien invasion under Project Blue Beam, which will use laser lights to show holographic images of aliens. Now scientists can make holographic images able to be touched. There has been scientific experiments where scientists can control algae via lights by placing a virus into the algae, which created new proteins so they could control the host via LED lights. Light-sensitive microbes communicate the same as neurons. Using lights allows the organism to be manipulated in actions and emotions. This could switch brain cells on and off. This is an experiment that has been proven to work. It's the first time anyone had managed to control brain cells with lights. The Smithsonian Magazine says telepathic communication with lights implanting thoughts into people's minds is within reach, and this has been successfully done decades ago on mice. Using lights to control the brain is called optogenetics. Triggering or implanting memories via light. Scientists can activate or shut down neural pathways, altering behavior. This is mind control via lights. Optogenetic stimulation can activate fear memories. A specific memory is encoded by neurons which can be manipulated, stimulating them with light to control them by implanting memories. Just like the neuralizer we saw in the movie Men in Black. Men in Black had that little flash of light on the neuralizer, and then they gave you a false memory. Well, these movies being rolled out in the 90s, that is what's happening today. This has been done with mice. They have implanted false memories into mice brain. Pokemon sent 700 kids into the hospital and they were all having seizures because of this hypnosis flickering of light. The Weeknd had a music video which was banned from movie theaters because of the strobe lights. Wireless optical electrodes can deliver light to neurons in human brain, enabling us to erase memories, just like the film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Companies have created devices that allow you to control lights with your thoughts, where you can turn a light on and off by thinking about it. Tiny injectable LEDs manipulate the brain with light. It's a tool to manipulate the brain in living tissue. This is all real scientific research that I'm telling you about right now. Not only can they plant memories and thoughts into people's brains through these light bulbs, but also they can control nanoparticles throughout the body with the light. New method to control nanoparticles with lights and magnets. Light particles that can be manipulated with magnet tracking the position of the nanoparticles in a body or a cell. Light control of silver nanoparticles. Metal nanoparticles have interaction with light, which can control the heart of a human. So the question I ask, is this happening right now?
No, that's crazy.
This is the secret to remembering everything. What? You can remember literally everything. Now, what do you mean by that? What's one piece of content that after you've seen it, you just remember the rest of your life? I'll give you the answer. Something cursed. I don't know. Close. What? It's something super scary. Okay, yeah. Something scary and something that spikes your adrenaline. Now check this out. So, there's a theory that adrenaline spikes in our body make us remember things so vividly. Now check this out. Okay. Any single time you felt embarrassed, any single time you felt like you're in danger, how well do you remember that moment? That's why they come.
Yeah, that makes sense. You definitely remember a bad moment in life every time, boy. Let's go. Yo, this is deep right here. I told you this is a good one, people.
Well, right? Yeah. Now, in the Middle Ages, bro, take this in. After teaching kids in the Middle Ages, the elders would throw kids into a freezing river to spike their adrenaline. So they found out that spiking their adrenaline will make them remember and retain all of the information in their head. What? So throwing kids in lakes? After teaching them shit. Theory, let's say you're studying for an exam, whatever it may be, right? You study, try to make yourself super anxious. Yeah. Make yourself feel like, oh, I'm gonna die, right? Yeah. You're gonna remember that shit, bro.
Wow. I know some little bad kids need to get thrown in the lake. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they'll learn something. Let's go, man.
Extraordinary minds who may have known too much and paid the ultimate price. Stanley Meyer, the inventor of a water-powered car that could have revolutionized the energy industry, died suddenly while dining out, with his last words allegedly being, "They poisoned me." NASA researcher Yoram Kaufman, who made headlines for discovering water on Mars, was killed in a suspicious accident just a day later, leaving many questioning the true cause of his death. Dr. Nicholas Gonzalez, a pioneer in alternative cancer treatments, whose methods reportedly showed promise, died unexpectedly from a heart attack, just as his breakthroughs gained traction. Mark Smith, a brilliant scientist on the brink of a potential Alzheimer's cure, was mysteriously found dead, and no clear explanation has ever been provided. Dr. Frank Suarez, an expert in metabolism and alternative health, was working on a groundbreaking book about cancer when his death was ruled a suicide, a conclusion that many find hard to believe. Phil Schneider, a former government geologist who claimed to expose secret alien collaborations, was found dead under suspicious circumstances, sparking endless theories about what he might have revealed.
Yo, this is crazy, peoples. I don't believe this. All these people dying. It can't be a coincidence, but you know, it's for viewers' purposes only, y'all. Let's keep going. This one is good, y'all.
The Simpsons have done it again.
Simpsons. Okay, the Miami thing. Order.
Imagine this. The Mona Lisa, the most famous painting in the world, might hold a secret that has remained undiscovered for centuries. Not just a mysterious smile, but possibly a message from beyond this world. Some researchers believe Leonardo hid something in this painting in its forms, its shadows, and especially through reflection. Because Leonardo was a master of hiding messages that only become visible when the image is mirrored or viewed from a very specific angle. Some even claim that when the Mona Lisa's face is mirrored and overlapped, the outline of an extraterrestrial being appears, visible only to those who know how to read between the lines, or better yet, between the brushstrokes. Leonardo wasn't just a painter. He was a visionary obsessed with the hidden, the unknown. Was the Mona Lisa just a portrait or a coded message for the future?
Wow. Oh. Got a whole hand in her mouth. That's deep throat for real. That's crazy, people.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Piece of Boom. Watch this video to the end. Kids playing on the bus, but there's no kids on the bus. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. What is going on here, guys? Those are shadows running back and forth. There's no kids on that bus. Shh. Shut up. It's not a kid. Who is that, bro? Shh. Shut up. What was that? Huh? What was that, the Magic School Bus? Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what was going on that bus. Those shadows were moving back and forth. That probably was a reflection because there was a highway behind it. Shh. Shut up. What's going on out there, guys?
Yo, this sound crazy, but it's like we in a parallel universe right now, peoples. Leave a comment if you understand what I mean. We in a parallel universe right now. All these crazy things going on. Something wrong here. Gotta be.
You better start paying attention to those parked school buses. You never know. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game of guys. We see what's going on.
Pay attention to everything.
Here and out there. Things are different. You don't know what to expect next. I don't know what to expect next. That's why every day I bring you this information. This information that's strictly for entertainment purposes only. Stop playing with me, son.
Purposes only, y'all.
Who made that video? How you did that? Special effects? What app was it? Let me know. Stop playing with me, son. It's getting real in these streets, guys, and you know what time it is. But I tell you one thing. If I ever go by a school bus and I see shadows walk running back and forth, and I go inside and there's nobody in this bus, hopefully I make it back out.
About being cloned. Yo, come over here. Sure you want me to do this? Yeah, fuck that shit. Go ahead. What y'all gotta say now? You see him? We got the same tattoos, same hair, same genetic structure. Hey, look at my clone. Go ahead. What you gotta say now?
I don't know, y'all, but you know the way these cameras are nowadays, it could be a camera or it could be real. But what do y'all think, man? It's for views purposes only. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. I'd like to hear what y'all think about this.
I mean, I'll wait all day. We gonna go live, bro. I mean, we gonna go viral. We gonna go real viral on this one. Fuck everybody who doubted us. Legalize cloning. Cut the line.
Most feared men in Hollywood. They don't like me in Hollywood.
Shout out to Debo, y'all.
I don't wear dresses. I don't do that gay stuff on TV. They had to get some other black person to do that stuff. I'm talking, that's gunning. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy to wear a dress. You know what I'm talking about.
Shout out to Debo, man. Rest in peace.
The GOAT spirit is the Illuminati.
Do you believe in it or you don't?
I don't believe in none of that shit. I don't think none of that shit. Especially the Illuminati shit is only us. Like, you know, how are we not benefiting from it?
Crazy.
If we're supposed to be running this whole thing, how the fuck I get stopped by the cops the other day? Can the Illuminati come tell him get off my ass?
You know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Wow. It's deep, y'all. Let's keep going.
I keep trying to tell y'all that there's more to the story than they tell us. In TikTok, this video is fake.
Do not mess with them. The Gullah Geechee. They'll actually put a stone or block in her mouth to keep her from talking. There was actually books written where they were so frightened of them, the women especially, because they practiced this communal protectionism that if a sound that came out of her mouth, it meant your death. And so when we say voodoo is not a game, it is just a knowing of how the universe works better than some people to a certain extent.
And do you want to know what's kind of funny to me? Y'all know that tongue clicking? That was an actual language. A very, very high vibrational one. It is in...
Who remember that? The tongue clicking noise. I remember that too. Yo, make a lot of sense. Shout out to this young lady. She always breaking it down for us. Let's go, y'all.
language in South Africa that is going extinct. Why? Because they were killed by colonizers for speaking that language. And she also states that they would get beaten up by white men if they were caught speaking their own language. I really want y'all to recognize how powerful speaking is. Like I say, if you ever just hug somebody and they talk, you can hear their voice in their chest. If you touch the back of somebody who's talking, you can feel the vibration going through their body. Your body is listening to you. Do you know how powerful we had to be for them to be able to once be on the verge of killing us, putting rocks inside of our mouths so we couldn't speak? Y'all gotta recognize that creating vibration within your mouth is very powerful. The English language that we speak doesn't even create any type of vibration to enhance the rate of our communication. This is the lowest form of speaking. Just a little hint though. Y'all stay dangerous. More information on my YouTube.
Hey, hold on a second. You see it's nothing but wood. Okay, so we're going to go down over here and I'll show you a little more. Okay, see here.
Mountains
and at an angle. Okay, all this, everything, this whole mountain in a 100-mile radius.
It's a big tree stump, y'all.
That's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud.
Parents are a pair who rents because you don't own your child. You sign them away using a signature. You signed your nature with a sigil. Sigil is a symbol.
Yo, this is deep, y'all. Pay attention. Remember the girl saying words mean a lot? Listen to this.
Used in witchcraft. Oh my God! You are born into this world, and the word born comes from barren, which means lifeless, dull, and boring. Then you are controlled by the government, the governmentality. They control your mind. Everything physical began as a thought in the thinking mind. The mind is the root cause of reality, so they control your mind, not your body. They do this by broadcasting spells to north, east, west, and south, the news. My God! Wow! Then they teach you the vowels in this specific order, A, E, I, O, U, to teach you that you owe them to become a slave. You are weak in the weekdays because you are working. Where you were a king, you are no longer a king if you are working. Then on the weekend, you are weakened from the weekdays. Days is a daze where you are in a state of confusion. The television is used to tell a vision, to program you on the programs. They want you to think slaughter is laughter, hello is hell is low. Words are swords because they mold your mind. They also create three-dimensional sound waves which impacts the fabric of matter. I believe that we were never meant to use words. Language has been manipulated so that we no longer use telepathy because we are all connected on the mental plane. We still have telepathic powers which we call intuition.
This next clip was a commercial against drugs, but the way it ended was odd. Watch to the end and let me know what you think. Was it nothing at all, or were they trying to tell us something?
Hell, dude. Send your mama and daddy out of the room. I gotta get you up on this. You know who I am. Snake. Dealing in weed, coke, crack. Your choice. Take one hit and you'll do anything to got more. Steal from your mama. Lie. Cheat on your homeboys. But hey, that's the price you pay when you deal with dudes like me. Now, some folks will tell you that I'm dealing in poison. But hey, do I look like the kind of guy that would do that to a kid like you? Yes.
That's crazy, y'all. You know what they're trying to show you, right? Like reptilians. And I remember that commercial. I was a young child when that commercial came out. What's that? Wow, people, I see this. He's just sliding across. What is that? Like an alligator, dragon? What is that, man? Okay, he's sliding right to the water.
Now this is definitely something you don't see every day. A duende in the clutches of a cat. This happened in Ecuador and is actually very impressive footage. Pay close attention to the duende.
This is all cap right here.
Little creature as it fights to free itself from the cat. Unfortunately, the cat broke the creature's arm and damaged its leg.
I knew it. I just knew it. According to Russia, Antarctica is not what we've been told. All my days. So they're saying a group of scientists stumbled upon a creature called Organism 46B. This creature is extremely dangerous since it paralyzes the prey with venom and then tears it into pieces. This creature motivates conspirators to believe in the existence of unimaginable monsters lurking in the depths of this gigantic and unknown continent. The creature was taken to a laboratory for further investigation, and it looks like an octopus with 14 arms. Unfortunately, one of the members of the crew was eliminated by the monstrosity. At the moment, scientists are studying the potential of the venom it produces. We don't know much more about what's going on in Antarctica, but one thing for certain, there are many secrets that we still don't know.
Wow. Crazy, y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support, y'all. We made it through another one. Y'all, I got some more coming for y'all. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe once again. You already know it's your boy Izzo, Mr. 390. Thanks for the support, y'all. Peace.